Good afternoon. I'm Jay Baisley, your town supervisor. I'm here today with Marc Pfeifer, our highway superintendent. We're going to have a short discussion to go along with our mini-series inside town hall with all our department heads. Marc's currently the supervisor of the highway department, and we're going to discuss what's going on this time of year and what his department does on an annual basis. Good morning, Marc. How are we doing today?
Good morning. Good. Currently we are in the middle of our leaf season. We do a very large leaf pickup. We have 148 miles of road. We're picking up the leaves in front of everybody's house, loose and in bags. We give bags here out at the highway. We give about 30,000 bags out a year to the residents. They come in and they can get 20 of them a piece. And they take them, do the bags, and we rotate that around once a week, usually get everybody's bags. The leaf schedule we have is on our website in the Poughkeepsie Journal. And once we finish with our leaf season, we go right into snow. So our mechanics are in the garage getting our sanders ready and our plows and wings all tuned up for the snow season to come. We do a variety of things here at the highway. We take care of all your catch basins. We clean the catch basins. We flush the pipes. We do all the drainage. We take care of all your street lighting. We have an MS4 project where we have to sweep every street for the town once a year. We do all the road paving and all your snow removal.
So it's truly a 24/7, 365-day-a-year operation. Most people think you come in, we're doing a little blacktop work in the summer, and we're taking it easy, but your crew is working from season to season, and it's nonstop all the time.
Always nonstop, yeah. With 148 miles of road, and we have 25 people. It's always nonstop. There's always the next season coming right up. We also run a transfer station that we have. I think we're one of the few highway departments that have that, where the residents can bring their unwanted items from their home, whether it's a mattress or an old washing machine or whatever it might be, your yard waste. We do that 10 times a year, where the residents can bring that here for free.
Yes, as we said, it's a very busy place. We're going to go around the building. We're going to give a tour of what goes on so somebody can see the operation that the highway department does, and to realize for a town of this size with only 20 employees, all the work that they do get accomplished in a yearly cycle.
So you can see some of our snow plow equipment that we have up against the fence over here. We're fortunate enough to have our own rubber tire excavator, and we have the guys that can run that equipment and take care of it. We're a pretty talented shop that we have here. We also, except for major work, we repair all our own vehicles. We have 2 bays in our shop. We have 2 mechanics. They're constantly working on our fleet. Saves the town a lot of money in the long run on our own repairs. We have a contract. The county has a contract for the purchase of our salt for the year. There's 2 ways we can buy it. We have the state bid, New York State bid, which we can buy salt from, but our county, Dutchess County, has taken upon themselves the last few years. They get their own bid for the salt, and all the townships can piggyback off of that. So we've really saved a lot of money from the state bid. Bob Bolkine and the county, they've done a really good job for that. There's several townships in Dutchess County that all team up on that, and we've been able to save, over the years, we're saving probably about $15 to $20 a ton per salt. It's really helped a lot for us. The more that we can save the taxpayer dollars, it's just a benefit to our residents of the town, and that's what we're here for.
And Marc, along the line with the salt agreement with the county and getting the salt at a cheap price, we're also in an intermunicipal agreement with Spakenkill School District, where we salt their lots through a municipal agreement also. That helps the school district save some money and having extra salters out, and it helps the town. We're already out on the road to pick up those spaces, and we also work with the county, and we plow parts of their roads as an agreement to keep everybody working and not double going over the same roads over and over again. We do Main Street here and a few other roads in the town for the county also.
We plow 5.1 miles of road for the county. They pay us to do that. It's roads that we're already on, so it's another way that the town gets a little revenue. It's a shared service, which all governments are trying to do, the shared services. And as Jay said, with Spakenkill School, they don't have a salt shed to to put their material in, so we can house it for them. They have 4 schools, all in the town of Poughkeepsie, so we salt their parking lots for them when we're out. And again, we're there already. We're in the neighborhoods. We're right there, so it saves Spack-and-Kill School District quite a bit of money. They don't have to have the truck for it. They don't have to have the salt shed, and they pay us per storm to do that, so it works well for everybody. Next, we're going to take a ride over to our salt shed and show you where we have our storage facility.
Here we are, we're over at the salt shed, and as you can see, the shed is full. We're ready to go for the winter. We had a light winter last year, so the shed is stockpiled. In the budget cycle, people have to remember, everybody says you had a very light winter last year, but they don't understand in the budget, the second half is part of the budget also. So what we have stockpiled, hopefully it carries us through January or so, gets through all the storms. We have another light winter, we're not using a lot of salt, but we're ready and we're prepared to go. Mark, do you have anything, comments about your snow leaf cleanups?
Sure. Yeah, so as Jay said, that this our storage facility. This facility here holds about 3,500 ton. As you can see with the pictures on the camera, that half of it is straight salt and the other half of the shed is mix. We mix 25% sand in when we go out to give you a little traction in case we get ice. So it's a very small amount of sand. We try not to use sand because that's what clogs up our catch basins. So we put a very small amount in, but we have a pile of mix and a pile of salt. We use approximately anywhere from 4,000 to 6,000 ton a year. So we have a small outpost also that holds about 500 ton. And this year, which doesn't happen very often, we are lucky enough to be full to start with. So it's another good savings for the town. And as Jay said, hopefully if we don't get a real bad winter, we'll be on the plus side for sure.
As we've been stating all along here, Mark realizes how important it is that his employees doing a lot of the work makes it so much more cost effective. This salt shed was built on the off season by the highway employees to save the dollars that would be the hundreds of thousands of dollars it would cost us if we had a contract out to do this. So the employees did help build this under Marc's supervision, which again is saving the taxpayers money. Now we'll go over and look at the process of what we do once the leaves show up. Here we are over on the site on Tucker Drive where all the leaves, the bags of leaves are all brought in and mulched up by an outside company and prepared. Mark, how many tons of leaves a year? Do you have any idea how many you do?
6 million pounds. We have it figured up into pounds. It's easier to figure that way, but we do a little over 6 million pounds of leaves come in a year that we do.
That's a lot of leaves with a staff of 20 people and bags. How many bags did you say you give out in a given year?
30,000 bags. And with the mileage of the town, we usually pick every road up at least twice. So with the amount of roads, if you have 148 miles, it's really 300 lane miles close to it. So I've figured up that our guys, when they pick up the leaves for the season, it's almost like going from New York to North Carolina in a straight line. That's how far we pick leaves up.
That's a long route to be picking up leaves on a round-and-round basis. And also, when you have your leaf schedule out, when you're done, if we're not to snow season yet, it goes back around and we re-pick up those wards again once you get finished.
Correct. Yeah, everybody, usually always, unless we have a real bad winter, gets picked up twice, if not 3 times. And like I said before, the bags, we circulate that once a week. The whole town gets circulated about once a week. So when the leaves come into this site, as Jay was saying earlier, we have an outside company that grinds them up, and when they are ground, everything is all ground up. It ends up turning back into topsoil. So there's nothing wasted here. We try to recycle everything that we can. They get mixed with a few other things like lime and different things to make the topsoil, and it turns into a real nice product. So it's not just wasted. It goes back into the earth in a good way.
And Mark, along that line, it shows you how important it is not to use plastic bags. It's important to use the recyclable bags which we give out or you can purchase in your local store. It makes the process that much easier. As you said, there's no waste. We take it, we grind up, when we're recycling it, back out it goes again.
So for the homeowners of our town, if you see us out picking up your leaves, actually the last 2 years, you'll notice that we have a new truck out. We call it the One-Armed Bandit. It's a truck that we designed and had made for us. and what it does is it allows us to have one man to a crew. So normally we would have to have 3 to 4 guys on a crew picking the leaves up. This is where the driver controls everything on the truck, and he can pick up all the leaves. We have 3 of them now. We're working on getting more to make our leaf pickup that much more efficient. And while we're doing the leaf cleanup, we can also do other things because we don't need such a big crew to pick up the leaves. It's just more ways that we're trying to be more efficient and come up with ideas to save the taxpayer dollars and do better things for the town of Poughkeepsie. For the residents, the leaf schedule is on the website and also on the TV channel for the town.
Thanks for listening today. If you need to contact the Highway Department, 452-1750. They can be reached, and all the email addresses are on our website. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions, comments, or concerns going on in your Highway Department. Thank you for paying attention and listening today. We think we've given you a lot of information going forward, and realize how important the Highway Department is to the functioning of a town and how hard our Highway Department works to make sure everything is done in a economical fashion. And today we all understand how important it is to save $1, and I think our Highway Department does the best they can to save every dollar they can for the taxpayers.